the.fm. I am DJ Zouain, and welcome to another edition of the Hijack. Let me go ahead and do some housekeeping. And that's it. That was housekeeping. That's the housekeeping for the program. I just needed to put headphones on so it didn't feedback. So thank you for being a part of the program. My name is DJ Zouain. This is the Hijack. Make sure and subscribe and follow and all of that jazz. You know the deal. Go to the N.fm. That has all of the information that you need. The show is brought to you by Imperial Class Tattoo. Imperial Class Tattoo at 436 and 434 in Castleberry. Big up Bear. I just got some work done over there a few weeks ago, which is awesome. It feels great. And I got to say, those... they have these little these diapers basically that they put on, like these patches that cut the healing time in half, like that. I mean, I used to get, it was 2.5 weeks before and I mean, I'm not saying that they're the only ones that have it, but I mean, that's where I get tattooed. So, and I know that they have them because they have them all the time there. So, yeah, and talk to Bear because he does fantastic work. Also, actually, today it's also brought to you by the Bud Docs, buddocs.org. You can actually go to the N.fm, scroll down to the bottom, and actually subscribe. Or go there, set up your appointment. Bud Doc is over there taking appointments to get you your weed card. We have been hanging out and talking because we're going to talk a little bit in a minute. He and I are doing some educational videos for cannabis. So if you've been following me at all, you know that I'm doing a lot of cannabis educational stuff. I'm a lot more. It seems like I've turned it up to 11. My how liberal I am with the smoking weed, and well, now it's because I kind of get paid for smoking weed to an extent. So. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And I'm going to ask him because, I asked him before, but now I know that you probably want to know. What is the difference between a doctor that can prescribe you weed and one that cannot? Because there are some doctors who are allowed to. There are some who are not. And he's going to tell us the difference, hopefully. So we're going to be doing that. I just got back from RiotFest, which was awesome. The flight went more smoothly than the one in Denver, which was, nice because I was kind of, you know what, as a person that was as angry as I was, I felt uncomfortably angry being at an airport, half Arab, half Dominican, and hosting a show called The Hijack. So, I was actually I was uncomfortably mad that I was going to get sent to Gitmo somehow because of just the seething anger that I had from my previous experience with United Airlines. United actually was who took me to Chicago, and they got me there on time. Chicago O'Hare was confusing as hell, but I picked up the car. The traffic was awful, but at the end of the day, I was there. I was there with my friend Nikki. She flew in from Alaska. So we met halfway to go check out the bands over at RiotFest, and as well as enjoy some of the city. We got there a little early, so we stopped at a dispensary as we would. Got the Bud Doc hanging out over here. You know what? I'm gonna bring you on a little early. The Bud Doc is hanging out with me, and he is that's the Bud Doc, right? That's a silhouette of the Bud Doc, actually. Yeah. It kind of looks like your logo, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like it.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, there you go. Get the MXL sign on the microphone. Make sure that's facing you.
Okay.
There you go, and just in front like that. Not on top, but there you go. And you can, there you go. Look at that. I'm gonna make you a broadcaster, Bud Doc. Okay. Dr. Chanalate is in the house. But yeah. So I went to the dispensary over there. Believe it or not, Doc, the Columbia Care over there was actually really good. Okay. Yeah, I was there the first time. The first time, and I'll talk about it a little bit later. The first one, I don't remember the name of it, but they were very much like your typical run-of-the-mill, we're just making money here kind of situation.
Yeah, if you don't remember the name, it's because they did a good job.
Exactly, they did a shitty job. Exactly. So at the end of the day, I was just like, they were not memorable, which is crazy that the memorable one was Columbia Care, considering my previous experiences with them. But anyway, the food. Let's get to the food first. Giordano's. If you've ever been to Chicago, I suggest you go to Giordano's for their deep dish. Very good. According to the locals, though, their thin crust is the thing to check out. Their thin crust apparently is better than anything. Their steak. We had a steak over there at Elliott Steakhouse. So yeah, the steak was fantastic. And we closed 2 nights, not one, but 2 nights with Italian beef combos. Okay. It's like a big ass. Have you had these things?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so they have these. It's a hoagie roll, and they just put a physically impossible amount of beef. Of Italian beef with peppers and hot peppers and sweet peppers, and then under that, they put an Italian sausage. So, dude, I ate 2 of them. I ate 2 of them. It was incredible. But yeah, so that was phenomenal. But the traffic, Uber everywhere. For the love of God, Uber anywhere you're going to go if you're going to Chicago. We actually got a rental. So we got a rental, and the first day we took the rental, and it took us about an hour to park. The second day we went to, this is a good festival tip, pro tip for festivals. One of the big things that you're going to spend time doing is driving. Especially if you're in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, expect to drive. So when we went over there, we took the regular ass, tourist ass fucking road to the middle of the place and took an hour to park. The second day, we went to a Target that was like 5 miles away and then took an Uber. Dude, that is the move.
Yep.
That is the move. So that was that. And then the third day, we actually lucked out. We were like, you know what? Let's just roll the dice and see what happens. And we rolled the dice and we lucked out. We got a really close parking spot, which was great.